Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I hope you can hear me. Hello everyone. I hope you can hear me. So I'm waiting for few viewers. So the moment you will join, all of you, you can just write your questions into the chat box. This is session 2. Let me know if you are audible clearly. Also the session 1 we had organized yesterday. So if you had not watched it, if you have missed it somehow, just go and check it out. You will find that session. You can find the link into my channel. Just go and check it out. And today we are going to talk more about the tools, that is AutoCAD and Fusion 360. And we'll also be learning a very new feature that is being introduced inside Fusion 360. Apart from that, if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, if you have any queries related to AutoCAD, SolidWorks or Fusion 360, you can comment below. You can ask into the chat box, into the comment section. We'll try to answer that. And if you're watching this channel for the first time, I will also request from all of you to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, like this video, like this live stream, because it can help a lot of students who need guidance about these tools, about mechanical industry, about CAD designs. So you can ask your questions also. Still waiting for few viewers to join. Okay. Until then, we'll go back to into the tool and we'll see. We'll keep learning. We'll not stop our learning, and that is only possible when we are inside the tool. So here is the tool. You can see this. This is Fusion 360. I have the commercial license. I'm not using a student version. I had purchased this software license to use its full features. And all the time, if you also want to explore, if you also want to use this tool for your business purposes, then don't rely on student versions. You can buy the software license. It's very affordable. It's an annual based subscription, so you don't have to worry about that. If you don't like it or if you're not getting good business, you can unsubscribe it, and or else you can stop subscribing it any point of time. So basically, we are what we are going to do today. I'm going to show you some very advanced feature Fusion 360 has introduced. And that feature, if you'll go on to this create sketch tool, and the moment you create some sketches for your design or anything, when you are just getting started into the tool, you have to struggle a lot to define your sketches. And that's the problem I also faced when I was getting started into CAD tools. So I started my CAD journey from AutoCAD, not from Fusion 360, but luckily I got introduced with this software, Fusion 360, and here you can see I created a simple sketch. It's a simple, very simple sketch that we're going to revolve and create some feature. So right now I will apply some horizontal constraints. So as you can see, this is the sketch we created, but this sketch is not fully defined, right? We are not provided any dimensions, any details or any measurements over here, but still you can see. And also if you'll expand the sketch folder, you can notice this sketch is not defined, right? So any tool you are using, no matter which tool you are using, whether it's AutoCAD, SolidWorks, or Fusion 360, or EGNX, CATIA, whatever it is, if it's a parametric CAD software, then first you have to define your sketches if you want to move forward. So here you can see I created the sketch, but to define it, I had to provide multiple dimensions. And when you are just getting started, it's really tough to figure out what are all the dimensions needed, what are all the values you have to input, what are all the constraints you have to apply so that your sketch will be fully constrained. And to solve this issue, solve this simple issue, I will say, the team, Fusion 360 team, has introduced a very solid feature, and that feature is known as this auto constraint tool. Here you can see. So if you can see this feature only if you are on a paid license, you are on a commercial license, you will not be able to see this feature as a student or on a maker's license. So here you can see, here is this in the utility sketch section over here. This feature is only available inside the sketch workspace, and inside this sketch workspace we got this automate option where we got this tool called auto constraint. And they had created a separate section for this tool, just this single tool, because maybe in future they're going to introduce more automation tools. So that is the reason why they had already introduced this as a separate section, automate. Now if we'll go into this automate section and we'll activate this auto constraint tool, so the moment I will activate the tool, you can see it instantly started generating some results, right? And quickly it has generated two different results. Here you can see right now my the result one is selected, so you can notice the preview over here. And the preview is like it has automatically, using the AI feature, Fusion 360 has dimensioned all the details into this sketch. And if you'll go and check out the result 2, the result 2 have some different schemes. So by default, using AI, Fusion 360 has dimensioned my complete sketch automatically, or I don't have to worry about like which lines or which constraint I have to use. Fusion 360 is automatically doing all the work for me using this AI feature, right? Using this machine learning techniques, I will say. So this is my result one and this is my result two. So let's say I want to go with the result one, right? The moment I will select the one and will press OK, all these dimensions you can see just got applied into my design. So to define this complete drawing, these are all the dimensions we need, right? These are all the dimensions we need. And now the moment I had used this feature, you can also notice that the sketch became fully black. This means my sketch is fully defined. There is no further dimensions or the constraints needed to define this sketch. And that I can also verify. If I'll go onto my sketch folder over here onto the left, here you can see there is a small red icon. I don't know if you can see it. This is small red icon that is just attached with my sketch one icon. Here you can see. So this icon indicates my sketch is fully defined. And here is my sketch that is fully defined. Now, if I want to adjust these dimension values, again it's really simple. Just double click on the values and then you can change it to some round figure numbers like this. Like this one I want to pick 15, will press enter. Just double click on the numbers and you can easily quickly change it. Right here you can see 10, maybe this one will be 10 also, or maybe this one 25. Here you can see quickly adjusting all the values to make my drawings like it should be in a round figure numbers. And now I had adjusted all the dimensions. This one also, let's make it 12 like this. Now if I want to create some 3D model out of it, again very simple task. I will go into my solid space, will activate this revolve tool, will select this close profile, and then axis will be this vertical axis. And here you can see we are getting something into 3D. This is not a practical object or shape, it is just a preview, it is just a tutorial object. And again I am doing this session today not for any specific task. all of you who are watching my live stream is open to ask any questions, any doubts related to Fusion 360 and AutoCAD, right? You can ask any questions, any doubts if you have. There is nothing that I am discussing in very specific. I am completely open to discuss on any topic that you will ask into the comment section. So just go and ask, use this opportunity as a platform. And if you have anything in your mind, just ask in the comment section and we'll try to discuss that using these two tools, or even you can ask your questions related to some other topics like freelancing or some other stuff. And whenever I say freelancing, I keep seeing that people will start questioning, people will start asking so many questions into the chat box because they are not interested more in learning the actual skills. Everywhere you go, everyone wants to earn money only by doing freelancing. They don't want to learn skills first. And if you want to start for career as a freelancer, then first you have to master your skill. That is the thing. That skill can be anything. It's not limited to like design only. It could be anything, like you can be good in quality control, you can be good in programming or in graphics design, video editing. So there are so many scope, there are so many opportunities. Only thing is that whatever you are doing, you have to be perfect. So guys, ask your questions because the whole agenda to organizing these sessions is to, if you'll ask the question, we'll try to answer that. Yesterday, uh, also the session one I had organized and few people were there. They asked so many questions related to freelancing, mechanical design and the stuff like that. And before we'll move forward, I will copy this one and we'll put that into the group as well. Like if anyone is interested to ask anything, they can also join. Just give me a second until I will post this into our group. Just a second. Okay, I posted that into our group. Like if anyone is interested, uh, they can join. So I'm still waiting for your questions. If you have something, then just let me know. So in this design, let's say we have this design, and if you want to apply some chamfer onto the top and bottom, these are very simple commands, but still I want to discuss. And that we can do using this feature called chamfer. So we'll go into this modify section, we'll activate this tool called chamfer. We'll select this top corner, bottom corner, and let's say I want to apply a chamfer of 5. Here you can see I will press OK. So very easily, very quickly. And that's why I love Fusion 360 is because their UI is amazing. Whatever the designing you are doing or the tasks you are performing, instantly you can see the result on your screen. That's the best part of it. So let me know if you got any questions. Again, I'm repeating. Okay, so I can see there are few people posting something inside this group. Anyway, I will pin this one so everyone can see it. Guys, again I'm repeating, also if you want to be a part of our, if you want to be a part of our community, we also host a community where there are so many CAD designers and mechanical engineers are there. Like if you want to discuss any topic or task or any problem, you can join our community. That community link you will find into the video description, into this description of this live stream. Just go and check it out. There are so many people who are doing lots of good stuff. They are making amazing things and they are helping each other. So if you are interested into that, just and go and check it out, right? So so now let's go back to our technical terms, like what we were designing. So we had used this auto constraint feature that Fusion 360 had introduced into this software, and then we had utilized that feature and created something like this in a very short span of time with the full control. And what the benefit of defining your complete sketch? The benefit is really very simple. You can make a right click on your edit sketch, and since your sketch is completely defined all the time, you have the full control. You can change these dimensions, like let's say 80. If I want to change this to 80, I will press 80 and will press enter. Okay, so I cannot change this one, maybe I had to change this one first. 20, I think. Oh, here you can see the design is getting updated. So, and I will delete this one also, 75. And now we'll try to redo it again. So let's activate this dimension tool, and from here to here, let's say we want to keep a dimension of 80, so we'll press 80 and we'll press enter. There it is. And since I'm still in the process, I'm optimizing my design in the middle of the modeling process. So the moment I will press OK, finish a sketch, it will re-update the design. You can see this is very quick. This is very quick. Like, you just do the things, change your design, update your information, and instantly you will see the results. And that's real quick, right? You don't have to worry about like system configuration and all those stuff, because it's a cloud-based CAD CAM software, right? Now, let's move back to AutoCAD. We'll also explore some AutoCAD into this session, because this is not a session about single tool only. This is a mixed session about these two different tools. And these two different tools are Fusion 360 and SolidWorks. Fusion 360 and SolidWorks. And again, I'm saying, if you have any questions, if you got any questions, don't wait. Ask into the chat box, into the comment section, whatever it could be. If I have the knowledge, I will help you, I will answer you. So those who don't know me, we are also into 3D printing business. We had started a new startup, and is all about 3D printing, CAD design, industrial design. So basically engineering service company. So if you are interested in learning more about it, you can get in touch with us. So for that purpose, we had procured two different printers, and those printers are, if you can notice over here, we got two different printers, and the one is the P1 S 3D printer, and the other we got is this Bamboo Lab A1 Mini. So we are doing lots of FDM stuff as well, and we are using filaments, plastic filaments made out of PLA, sometimes ABS, sometimes PETG. So if you want to explore those things as well, you can get in touch with us if you have any questions. Like, the moment we had purchased this printer and started printing, we had a very flawless experience. We never faced any issues like bed adhesion issues or bed labeling issues. Till date, it's working very fine, printing very fine. Whatever the designs we are doing, all of them are getting converted into 3D perfectly. And if you watch my tutorials, I don't know if you watch my tutorials or not. So there is a very simple thing I had designed a few days back, and I just want to show to all of you. So here you can see, let me just show you. So here you can see, this is the stuff that we had designed. And let me just put this on the live stream. Yeah, this is the product that we had designed, if you can see on your screen. So this is basically a simple thing that holds your iPods. Here you can see. So there is this opening for the chargers. Here you can see this opening for the chargers over here. And then this has integrated magnets. So you can see from the back there is nothing visible, it's like a flat plastic, and on from the outside also it's a flat plastics. But I had integrated four magnets into this. So because of that, what happens, like whenever I take my uh, AirPod, whatever we call it, AirPods, and we'll try to insert this into this piece, it automatically get snap fitted like this. Now I can carry this with me, and whenever needed, like whenever I am on my workstation, or if I want to put it on a charge near, if I have some metal nearby devices, I can simply attach it like this. Here you can see it is getting stick to the metal object very simply, since it has integrated simple strong magnets. and because of that I can hold it in anywhere, any place, away from the children's, like this. So it's like magnet stickers, you can say. And I had designed this enclosure, I had 3D printed it using my simple 3D printer, and it fits perfectly with my AirPods. So these are the simple products that we are designing, developing, and in this complete process we had explored how we can insert something inside our 3D prints during the process. So if you are also interested to learn more about this project, like how we can integrate these things inside, how we can integrate magnets inside our objects, then you can get in touch with us in our Instagram page, with the same username 3 dash. You will find that we are posting so many contents related to manufacturing, design, and 3D printing. You can go and check it out, right? Means if you are interested, then you should definitely go and check it out. Now move back to our Bamboo Lab Studio. So this is the basically a slicer software. So I don't know how many of you know about this slicer software, but it's a slicer software by using which you can prepare your files, you can prepare G codes for 3D printing. So this is the bed of my 3D printer onto which the printing will start. So it is just a graphical presentation over here just to give you an idea, and it's the exact shape and size of my bed that is available onto my 3D printer. So let's say we have some STL files, we had created a design, and the moment you will create any design, you can just go into the body section over here, you can select that body, make a right click, and you can save it as a mesh. So when I say mesh, this means I am exporting my files as a STL file. So I will click on the save as a mesh. I will export it onto my desktop. So I will press OK. And then I will export it onto my desktop. Let's give it some name. Let's write it auto constraint. See, I had written simple name to it. I had given simple name to it, and that name is auto constraint. And I will save it onto my desktop. I will click. I don't have to click OK. It will automatically export the STL onto my desktop. And STL is all about like a mesh file that you can take and start printing, right? But before that, you have to prepare it inside the slicer. So this is my slicer software. Now what I will do, this is my slicer software. Now what I will do, I will bring that STL file that we just exported onto our desktop, this auto constraint .stl file. I'll press open, and it will get imported into my interface. Here you can see, so this is the file. Now if you want to 3D print it, I had to do lots of things, lots of changes, or I have to consider few constraints, few conditions, so it will get 3D printed perfectly. And here what I can notice, there are some overhang areas, and when I say overhang areas means these areas you can see over here. So this will not be 3D printable because those are all uh, hanging in the air, right? And to sort that issues, we'll go into my slicer settings. Whenever I'm preparing and defining all the conditions inside support, I have to define some support for these areas. So I will enable support. I will make sure that the tree support is enabled because tree supports are easy to remove. And then I will also make sure that all the supports are starting from the build plate only. I will also untick this one. I want to remove small overhangs. So these are the few settings I did. Other than that, I will also turn off this prime tower. I will disable this prime tower because that only increases the print time. Now if you go back to my quality settings, right now my layer height is 0.2 and the rest of the settings are all default. I'm not changing anything, right? Now, the moment I will click on the slice plate, you will be able to see the preview of my design. Like the if I'll send this for the 3D printing, how it is going to look like, how it will start printing, right? So here you can see this is how it will print. There will be so many supports all around since it's a circular object to hold the areas that is hanging in the air. Here you can see like this. Now if I'll start printing, so it will definitely start from the first layer. So let's say this is my first layer, and then slowly layer by layer it will start printing like this. Here you can see how the objects are building like this, like this. Here you can see how the objects are building layer by layer, and it will finish my object something like this. Here you can see. So if you'll send this to 3D printing, it will start printing like this. But I'm not going to send because this object have no use. It is just a presentation. It is just a, I just created this to explain you the process. Now, if you have any questions, please do ask, because just write into the chat box. If you have any question, we can help you. We can help you on to learning the software. We can help you with the technical terms. We can help you with the, we'll try to help you. We are not giving guarantee that we can definitely help you, but we'll try to help you whatever we know about the subject. Now let's move back to AutoCAD, because AutoCAD is left only over here. So I was talking about this drawing. So this is a sample drawing I had imported from the AutoCAD library, right? And now if you'll notice, there are, these are very, these, this drawing is very well prepared with using all the correct layers. So if you'll expand the layers folder from here, you can see each objects are categorized in a very specific layers, so we can have full control onto this design. So whenever you are designing something like this, it could be architectural map, it could be a plant layout, or it could be a machinery detailed drawing or design. But whatever you are doing in AutoCAD, try to keep everything organized inside layers. And if you can assign some different colors to different layers, that could be more than perfect, because in AutoCAD basically you have so much flexibility. Like if you want to print this drawing as a simple black and white image, you can do that. There are settings available. If you want to print this as a color, you can do that. All the settings are available. Now the benefit of it is organizing and keeping the layers on a different layers, different color, is that you can easily look for, you can easily identify the objects. For example, in this complete object, let's say I want to see only the chairs, right, or the tables. What we can do, I will check the layer for this one. So for this here, you can see the layer is chairs. So what I will do, I will go expand my layers. We'll look for the chair layers. Here you can see this is my chair layers, right? And then I can, first I will open the layer properties. Then I will able to see all the settings related to layers. Now since I had opened the layers, and here you can see, I can see all the settings related to layers. And let's say for the chair layers, this is my chair layers, and if I want to make it isolate, right, so I can do that. What I will do, I will make a right click and will click on the isolate layer. Here you can see isolate selected layers. And because of that, what happened, in my complete drawing, I had turned off everything. I had isolated these chair objects only, and because of that, in all the seat, the chairs are visible thing only. Rest of the things are all hidden out. Now if I want to look closely, or if I want to only count the chairs, I can simply select all of them, and if I press Control 1 to see the properties, I can simply see there that in this complete drawing, in that complete complex drawing, there are all 66 layers, 66 chairs, right? So these are the things we can do using this layer feature, if you had organized your layer well while creating these drawings and designs. And the benefit I also explained, you can easily extract the details and the information if your things are organized well. So just comment in the comment section if you got any questions about the process, about like how you can create more detailed drawings inside AutoCAD, or anything. Like if you want to get started from a scratch, you can also comment into our comment section. So we, right now I can see we had spent almost 28 minutes, like half an hour. So I think we are done with it today. So if you're watching this live stream when we had ended this live stream, then still you have the opportunity to ask questions in the comments. Always we are here to support you, guide you, and answer all of your questions. So don't worry about the things. Simply take the initiative. So guys, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video, next live stream, and that will be doing very soon. So just be updated with our channel, subscribe to our channel, like our videos to support us, and we'll keep sharing our knowledge, whatever things we are learning, to all of you. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.